Mikey Dread, Mother Nose, and Roxy Romeo. The only team keeping you lit in Philly.
It's some squats that's been keeping me fit. And I ain't altering shit. Tell them, damn, nigga, what the drama about? Don't let me pull up on the grass at your mama house while your lazy ass sleeping on your mama couch. Steady popping hot shit, but you copping out. I'm not the type to sit back and be quiet.
Okay.
I'm a riot and
I like it.
you try
okay,
it.
YoYo.
With me or you can get ghost. In the drop while I'm coasting. The first we off, then we back friends.
Yeah, we got fire. Okay, YoYo.
I'm exclusive. It's getting out of control. You know it's getting.
You still got that fire in you.
It's Philly Power 99 Rise and Grind Morning Show. Mother Nose and Mikey Dread. And we have royalty in the building right now.
Yes, we do.
Ladies and gentlemen.
From the West Coast.
Yes.
The legendary one.
Yes.
Hey.
Talk about it, Mother Nose.
You can't play with my YoYo.
Yo.
Don't try to play me out. Don't try to play me out.
My name is YoYo. Good morning, show. I like to flow so swift. It's got to be a gift. Hey.
Let the beat lift.
As I riff and rhyme and rap and slap all of those who can't adapt to the fact I hit the 8-ball often. And what the earrings I wear are called dolphins.
Check the booty. Yo, it's kind of soft in.
But if they touch it, they living in a
coffin.
Cause I'm from the 90s. Back in the 80s.
Because we could go there.
You go freestyle forever?
Hi, Mother Nose. Hi, Mike Dread.
How are you?
YoYo, how are you?
I'm amazing.
You're looking good.
Well, thank you.
Yes, happy belated birthday to you.
Thank you so much. It's still my birthday. Leos turn up all month.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What did you do for your birthday?
Well, I've been partying ever since. I haven't been to sleep yet.
Really?
I'm only joking.
Go hard.
In the paint, and don't you ever forget
Exactly.
it. Nothing soft about me.
Don't get it
And
twisted.
you just rocked the Dell on Sunday.
Oh, I had so much fun at the Dell. You know, with my friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
Star-studded show, man.
Yeah.
And you killed it, as always.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's a
hard coming
pleasure
first.
to actually finally meet you. I've never met you before. I've heard so much about you because you and Mother have a special relationship.
Yeah.
And he talks positive vibes about you all the time. Since me and Mother met,
Yep.
years,
Wow.
8 years ago, 9 years ago,
Wow.
he's always talked so positive about you and that you have a special place in his heart. So I feel like I know you, even though we haven't met,
Thank you.
because I kind of know you through Mother. So it's just an honor to finally meet you.
Thank you. If he was at my house, I would probably cook you guys some breakfast. We'd probably be having some champagne, and that's the way I show my love.
Yeah,
Same way you show me love. Thank you.
right. Let's talk about love and hip hop.
Hey, jump
Right
right on
fast.
in, why don't you?
Let's talk about love and hip hop.
Dive in.
So how did the process of love and hip hop happen? Did you go to them and say, I would like to be on the show? Or did Mona come to you? Did you get casted? Like, how did this whole, because when I heard YoYo on Love and Hip Hop, I was like, wait a minute.
You was like, why?
Yeah.
Why? Tell me why.
Why? Because Love and Hip Hop has sometimes a negative outlook when it comes to artists on the show.
Everything good has a negative.
Very true. And you're such a positive person.
But you think I can't go there? You don't think I can two-piece somebody?
Well,
No, I'm only
that's the
joking.
word in the
That's
street.
the word on the street.
That Mother.
They said you got Apple
The
Watch.
word on
They
the-
said pat
word
pat.
on the street is YoYo won. I did the two-piecing. They
Right.
didn't say I got two-piece,
Right.
but that's all lies.
Okay.
I mean, you know,
And YoYo,
I would
listen.
love to say tune
the,
in and
the
watch
reason the reason why I say that is because of that exact story.
Yeah.
You don't hear negative stories around YoYo.
Yeah.
You hear a lot of negative stories around love and hip hop.
Yes.
You are an established artist
Yes.
that's been in the game for 30 years.
Yes.
Some of these artists are still trying to get on. Like, don't get me wrong, there
Right,
are some
got you.
established artists on there.
Right,
There's
it
Ray
doesn't
J.
matter.
Right.
I hear
So
you.
it was just a surprise for
Yeah.
me to hear that you were on Love and Hip
You know,
Hop.
and it's a surprise that I work with the youth. I teach kids. I teach young boys in Compton. That I have an organization called YoYo School of Hip Hop, the Intelligent Black Women's Coalition. That I work with troubled teens. This is the same thing. I mean, to die and rebuild yourself, to come back renewed with a new name, making a new brand. I mean, building on the brand you've already had is something that leaders have to do. We have to get in the dirt with them, meaning new generation. Right now, it's something that's not too above me and something that's not too beneath me.
I get it.
Because I understand every person's story. The girl who then slept with somebody's man or the girl who then beat somebody up. I understand every person I understand every part of the person, even though that person is not me. I mean, and thank God for empathy, right?
Right.
Because it doesn't bother me to be a part of storylines like this and to be a part of people's reality. I do
Right.
it every day.
Right.
I'm just being televised, rebranded myself. Let me reintroduce myself. My name's O.
I know, that's right.
BH1. Check your girl, yo out.
So clearly you had no reservations about doing Love and Hip Hop Hollywood.
I didn't. They came to me. I didn't go to them. They
Mona came to you?
It's Mona and Big Fish. So Big Fish, Mona's a part of it. So Mona, Mona's a black female, powerful female who's doing a lot of work. Mona has a partner in that game. So, a lot of people blame her for the negativity. And Mona fights really hard to make sure that the show is very balanced.
Right.
Just FYI, I love her. We've always been friends. I've known her since she's worked with Missy. I'm so proud of her. I mean, she didn't come to me, but they came to me. Someone
Right.
came to me, and she okayed it, I guess. Because they pitch artists
Right.
to be on Love and Hip Hop. So I guess I was pitched.
Right.
They called me, and what did I say?
Absolutely.
I said, yes, baby, no blessing, no doors opening up on me, and I'm shutting it. Nah, I walk through it and let God shut doors.
Talk
and
about
this
it,
isn't
yo.
your first time doing reality TV.
And it's not the first time, and it won't be the last time. Don't try to play me out.
Don't try to play me out. Like Mikey said, so many stereotypes, negative stereotypes surrounding reality TV shows.
Yeah.
Do you think that this will tarnish your legacy?
No, of course not. You know what? Listen, this whole generation, if that's the case, hip-hop would have tarnished my reputation, because a lot of people say hip-hop has its good and its bad, and everything has. I mean, first of all, I love entertainment. Who better to put on that show? I am the entertainer. I am like Doug E.
Fresh.
And Yo-Yo, to piggyback on what Mother was saying when it comes to Love and Hip Hop, because you might put positive vibes out on a show,
Yes.
but once they edit it, they chop it down,
Let me tell you
and what
something.
is released.
Nobody can tarnish my brand. Nobody can make me late to a meeting. Nobody can stand me up. Nobody can treat me bad. I can only allow those things to happen. Nobody can do nothing that I don't allow to do. I'm allowing myself to be on Love and Hip Hop. Make sure you tune in every Monday
Right.
and see your girl, see how they chop it up for me.
Well, I know you won't be on there fighting, so I don't have to
I'm
worry
a
about
two-piece
that.
somebody. Try me.
Mother, they saying she right
Don't
left.
throw that
Allegedly.
drink in my face.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Don't throw that drink in my face.
Oh.
Don't try me. No, I'm only joking. It's none of that. I'm always looking for my turn up. My kids are on it. My kids are on the show. So that's my turn up. I have 2 daughters. Can you imagine living in the industry where, I'm always on the road. My kids are gone. I mean, I'm gone a lot. I'm trying to rebuild my career, stay in the industry that's forever changing, So, I mean, my mother's on it. Now, that's the turn up.
Wow.
Yeah, right, because she's unfiltered and she don't care. And she can't be tarnished. They can't cut her. They can't chop up nothing to tarnish mama's image. They gonna tarnish theirs.
Let's talk about your career. Legendary. I've been following your career since a young youth in junior high school,
Yes.
and that's a long time. Talk about how you got started in the game.
Well, Q was looking for it. I've been rapping since, I've just been entertaining. I was always in sports in school, all that good stuff. Stumbled on hip hop, fell in love with it in junior high school. Right at the end of my 12th grade year, Q was leaving NWA looking for an artist, T-Bone, who later became a member of the Lynch Mob, was Cube's friend. We went to school together, and he told him about me. Shortly after, Cube and I connected. We wrote songs for his new America's Most Wanted album. We went to New York. Sylvia Rone signed me, and it's been on ever since. It's led me to radio, television, video games, San Andreas. I've done, you name it, I've done it. Thanks to hip hop and Cube leaving NWA, wanting to be on his own, looking for his own thing.
You Can't Play With My Yo-Yo
Yes.
is legendary. It still goes hard today.
Yes.
Did you ever think that this song will be a big hit?
You know what? To be totally honest, I didn't know how big it would be, but I remember when Cube came in with the concept for You Can't Play With My Yo-Yo. It instantly gave me an idea of what style I was going to have as an artist. And that's, when I was just an artist performing, I didn't think I'd be an entertainer. I didn't think I'd get a deal. I just was doing it. I was in proficiency English programs. I played every sport. You know what I mean? I didn't think I'd be professional in that either. So to become an artist, I knew I'd be entertaining. Well, I thought I was going to college. But and I was just always an entertainer.
Yeah. You being legendary in this game and being a female, how do you feel about some of the female artists that are out right now and the changing perception of the female this changing perception of females in hip hop? We
love
have
it.
Cardi.
I love
we
it.
have-
I love it. I wish all of the girls can continue to say what they want to say, be who they want to be,
Right.
and have the opportunity to own a basketball team or have shares in these sports. Because men do it all the time.
Do you think
You like that, huh?
great answer.
Great answer. Yeah.
Seasoned in this, your season. Do you think what they rap about tarnishes hip hop or because
women can't do nothing to tarnish it. If I mean, it's hard for me to talk about women in hip hop because men do it, and I don't really bash
Right.
men. So because we're so limited on females, I don't like to be a female that diss other females. I mean, of course, I think that I wish I'd have said these answers a long time ago, but of course, I think we could change, and there should be more diversity when it comes to the style of women. But I don't think a woman needs to be limited. However, I think the drug trend, men and women, is out of control. I think that, prostituting on track is out of control. I mean, I think it's, but I do think it's a balance. I mean, I live in South Central I grew up in South Central where prostitution is really big. I'm watching 20-year-old girls walk down the boulevard naked now.
Yeah.
I'm just like, damn. And I can't tell the difference from today's fashion and a prostitute. That's where I see there needs to be a change. But same thing with young guys. You know what I mean? I see no difference either.
Right. And I say that all because Jermaine Dupri had come out and said that there should be a change in category for some of these females that are out here called strip hop instead of hip hop.
Right. I agree.
And you agree?
It should be. Yeah. I mean, a lot of them just, listen, these hoes are rapping. I'm just joking.
Yo keeps it so real.
I'm only joking.
Oh, yo.
I know.
Can't play with my
know,
yo.
I know. Oh, my Jesus.
So you being in the game for a long time, how should because we have amazing females that are right here from Philly. We have Miss J, Nina Ross, Bree Steves, T.R. Wag, Rocky, of course, EVE, she's from here.
Yeah.
You've been in the game a long time. What's some advice that you can give to these ladies about life after hip hop? Or I shouldn't say after hip hop because hip hop is a lifestyle, but life after music, because you succeeded for a long time. You've been, flourishing for a long time. And at some point in their career, hip hop, the music thing is going to slow down and they need to have something else to do with their life.
Well, if you got to drop your ego to be successful, that's in anything. I think once you drop your ego, you realize that you're not too high or too low. And the process that it's going to take you to get to longevity in anything is you're going to know how to weather the storm.
Right.
It's not going to always be high days. You're going to have to do some things that you might not want to do, that you think is beneath you, or you think that I'm too good for that. So if you drop your ego, you can rebuild, regain. You'll always be concentrating on yourself. If that means re-educating yourself, going back to school, you'll continue to build and you'll be able to grow in no matter what. And that's all you really need is to succeed is foundation.
So what was your journey? When the music slowed down, what did you move to?
A man with some money. No, I'm
Do that.
Shout out to your husband.
What I did was I had to start asking myself some real questions.
Yeah.
Like, what do I want to do? What is my plan? Like, people always ask you, what is your 5-year goal? And you say whatever you want to say while you're good, because who'll be asking you that if you're not doing well?
Correct.
But when you're sitting by yourself, it's like, what do I really want to do? I mean, to ask myself that over and over again. I mean, for me, I went back to school. I felt like I was confident in music, but I lacked confidence in business because I had started in music so young that I really didn't know how to really operate outside of being an artist. So I went back, I educated myself. Because I was young and I bought property, I was a little successful. I built that house like nobody's business to keep myself afloat.
Right.
But I came up with ideas. I did radio, I did television, I did reality TV. You know, oh goodness, I created the YoYo School of Hip Hop in
Right.
my downtime. You know, I did so much, but it helped build my character back up, and it let me know that I'm not just Yo-Yo. I am Yolanda. I am a mother. I can, you know, I don't have to live a fake life. You know, what people think, like, you know, you said, oh, they have real conversations. I don't have to live like that anymore because God has grounded me.
Right.
I enjoyed watching your Unsung on TV One.
Hey!
Yeah.
I felt like you finally got the opportunity to tell your story. Were you satisfied with how things turned out?
I was, and I was so afraid to do it. And Queen Latifah, I wanted her to do it, but Queen was like, I'm not going to do it. Why? You're not unsung. And I was like, well, same way I'm doing this TV show. I said, listen, it's the only way I'm going to get my story out. How will people ever know who I really am if I don't tell my story? And it was a great platform to do that. And I loved it.
You're the first female gangster rapper
Yes.
on the West Coast. You-
Allegedly.
Okay. In my opinion, you are. You broke down barriers and you showed other women it could be done.
Yes.
Why do you think a lot of people don't know the history of Yo-Yo?
I think they do. I think those who grew up with my music really have a love for me. I mean, when I see people on the streets or at the airport or in, you know, department stores or wherever, they give me hugs, they give me love. You know, they like, oh my God, it's almost like they ran into an old friend. I think because I didn't know how to rebrand myself and introduce myself into this new generation of music along, you know, and that goes back to when Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown came on the scene. I think it allowed me to miss so much. Even though I was doing so much, it kept me out of the public's eye, so they really didn't know who I was. So now I'm on Love and Hip Hop every Monday, VH1. Get to know me, baby.
And this is a perfect opportunity for you because you can push your new music.
Hey, I can push my out of control.
Yeah, Yo-Yo just let us hear the song behind the scenes.
It's good, guys.
It's a good song.
Hey,
Yeah.
I mean, it's for me, you know, right? You like it?
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
You talking that ish.
Right, you like it?
I like it.
What's
I
the end
won't lie
goal
to
of
you.
it? An album? You're just gonna push some singles?
Yes, I'm just playing with music.
Right.
With music. I mean, you know, we love Shaka Khan, but what's Shaka Khan's last song? that
Yeah,
she put out?
exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So, Yo-Yo, you been in the game for a long time, and the game changing so much in the 30 plus years you've been in. Are you
Yes.
up with how music is pushed now? Social media,
I love
digital. How do you feel about it?
I love it. I love it. I
Because
mean,
it's so much different than when you were pushing music.
right. Exactly.
So everything is like online. Everything is instant. Everything, even record sales compared to when you were, you know, selling albums compared to what they are now. It's a lot less now. Like Mother just talked about this morning. I think Rick Ross sold 80,000
Yes.
between hard copies and digital. 80,000 back in the day when you was pushing, that was
Wow.
horrible.
Right,
It was
right,
horrible.
right.
You know, back then you had to go gold, you had to go platinum, you
Right.
had to push 500, you had to
Right.
push 1,000,000.
You're right.
People are excited. He's excited because Rick Ross is happy because he sold 80,000 in a week. That's nothing to, you know, if you compare it to how it was back in the day. So how do you feel about the new age of
And
digital?
the fact that these young kids is on his heels running them out. It's new music.
Very true.
It's pretty good that he sold that in a week because these young kids is on your heels with their
Yeah,
music.
all these littles and all these
they running them out, boy. They
Lord,
stepping
this
on the
guy
back
and
in
big
front of-
this guy and here today, going tomorrow. The mentality of hip hop now is different. You know what I mean?
Listen, they're all. I mean, well, let me not say that. Here I go with my mouth, mother. You know, I was gonna say they all high.
Yo, we have to talk about I Wanna Be Down remix.
Yes.
Brandy put it down, but the remix just flipped everything. You was on it, Queen Latifah,
Yes.
MC Light.
Yes.
How did that collaboration come about?
Oh, I got a call. Goodness, Keith Crouch. Keith Crouch, the producer, gave me a call, and you know, at that time I was so excited because R&B and hip hop wasn't really merging, and we were never able to get Queen Latifah, MC Light, myself on a track together, and MC Light and I were label mates at that time. I mean, we later worked together on other stuff, but I was happy because loving music and hip hop being stereotyped and only being one way, where you had to be hip hop, you know, and people were just judging hip hop. Oh, they're not really gangsters. They're not really this. Oh, she goes to private school. Too much of that. So to have that marriage on track was fire, and it is the biggest classic. Everywhere we all go, we perform it. I mean, Queen is always calling me. I'm having a birthday party. Come do that. Come celebrate it. Brandy's always, if anything she does big, she's calling us. Same with MC Light and same as myself. So I think it's good that we all can pull each other in because we all recognize how big that song still is.
Yeah, y'all shut the BET award down.
Yeah.
What? I was in front of the TV like, oh my gosh, this feels so good.
Right? I know. I love it every time too. It gives me butterflies.
I know, that's right.
To be so legendary, you're so down to earth.
Oh, praise God.
You just like one of us. Like, it's, you know what I mean?
She's real.
But it's
real
yo-yo.
people.
But it's yo-yo. Do you understand?
Listen, I get it. I know.
And it's such a good feeling to feel like that. And I thank you. And that's why God uses me as much as he uses me. And that's why I'm still around.
Yeah.
And that's why the kids love me. My organizations are packed to capacity.
Yeah.
My seminars the room is always filled. People feel the same way. And that's a good feeling when people feel like they can be around you.
Let's talk about YoYo School of Hip Hop.
Yes.
You talk to us a little bit about how it started. What is it? What is a school of hip hop?
Well, it's a place where kids can come and learn the art, learn the craft, how to write rhymes, beat production, dance, hip hop dance, and not just, regular. We're talking about video status.
Yeah.
So that's high power hip hop taught by top choreographers who work in the industry. Theater classes, and not just any theater classes. These are artists that work in the industry that come back and pay homage at the
So
school.
you really develop these kids into what a hip hop artist should be.
Yep, artist development. I mean, Smokey always got to sit next to me.
Yeah.
Smokey can't never complete the assignment or do the beats because Smokey so it's really a school. It's really a school built on love.
Mm-hmm.
The summer program. I mean, the first time we did it, we had young boys from the ages of 11 to 17 participate in our summer program. And that was big for Los Angeles because black boys wasn't giving up their summer.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and we had, 100 kids, So that was really big for boys to dominate a summer program.
Yeah. Yo, we've had, and Mother can attest to this, a lot of artists that have come up here and they should have been to your school. Because they can't do interviews.
Yes.
They're coming up high.
Right.
They're late.
Mm-hmm.
They have us waiting around. They have 1,000,001 people, a whole crew with them, people in the other studio, people in the hallway. They drinking liquor in here. They spilling food in here. And it's bad that some of these artists that are established through music or they have a song on the radio, they can't even conduct an easy interview.
Right.
An easy interview. So I commend you on it. And thank you for changing the way of how some of these artists are brought up because they damn sure need it.
Thank you.
So I can't wait to interview the first artist out of your school.
I know, yeah. You know what? We also have, it was the YoYo School of Hip Hop music program, but the art program, but now the academic side. We also teach kids, and I think we're coming through here through the Black College Expo. I'm not sure if I'm the ambassador of that. I don't know if it's in DC or whatever. But anywho, yeah, we teach kids how to turn sentences into paragraphs into essays because we had so many young black boys in there who had literacy problems.
Right.
We decided to use that platform to teach them how to write essays.
Yo, I have an idea.
Yeah.
So myself, Mother, and Roxy, we can come out to your school.
Okay.
And you can do a class on radio interviews.
Shut up.
And then we could do a class in front of an audience or individually to try to help hone the skills of doing an interview. We can give them the hard questions. We can do the hard questions.
I like
And
that.
then we can do the easy, fluffy questions also.
I like that.
Just to help with development.
I love it.
We're willing to do it. You down, Mother?
I'm down. Anything for yo-yo.
I love it. Okay, I'm going to hold you to it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have funding.
Oh.
Hey, even better.
I love it. Yo, I have to ask about the IBWC.
IBWing with my crew in.
Yes, are they still around now? A lot of people don't know. Back in the 90s,
Yes.
Yo-Yo dubbed her crew the IBWC, which stands for Intelligent Black Women's Coalition.
Yes.
Is the IBWC still around?
It is.
Yes.
We are, and it's not my homegirls this time. My homegirls are now the mentors to young girls from the ages of 7 to 17 that have a lot of problems. MC Light always comes and help me. Little Mama comes and help me. But we have a group of 20 girls at a time, each for 4 weeks. And on 2 days out of the week, we have in-house where we do grooming and girl talk. And on Saturdays, we have a day excursion. And we do that for 4 weeks with the girls, and we follow them. One of our young girls just went off. Well, no, she just celebrated her sweet 16.
Love it.
So we do a lot of things with the. It's just really. And mothers call me and say, "Hey, Yo-Yo, our 13-year-old girl is tripping." Or the guys are like, "Yo-Yo, my daughter, she needs some help. She needs a big sister. And that's what we do. We bring them on in. We like the women from the Black Panther Party.
Speaking of MC Light and Little Mama. Didn't you have a show that was supposed to be on BET with them, Lil Mama and MC Light, if I'm correct?
Yes.
What happened? Or did it come on and I missed it?
It didn't come on.
Oh.
Right.
What's the tea, Yo-Yo?
You know what? You really want to know?
Of course, you in Philly. You home.
We'll go to commercial and then come back.
Okay. So back from commercial, I was asking Yo-Yo what happened to the show that was supposed to appear on BET with MC Light and Little Mama. Yo-Yo?
They didn't want to see legends all together like that.
Who's they?
I mean, they said that the trend had come and gone, and that they wanted to do something with the companies that we were pitching the show to. I guess they wanted something more of the mother and daughter kind of vibe, and that's why you were seeing a lot more of the family kind of thing, growing up hip hop.
Got you.
The trend had really changed. I'm telling you, the trend had really changed, and that's just television for you. So nothing really, I was ready.
Yeah.
I was ready to show them that I can get more than $3,500 a night for a show.
Listen, you booking for what? 4 shows a week, so you out here. You booked.
Don't try to play me out.
Don't try to play you out, Yo-Yo.
I'm busy, and I'm showing up. Right.
Yes, you are.
And I'm showing up.
Right.
Tired and all.
And that's so important. I always talk about what's really important, showing up and being on time.
Yes.
Love
this you were.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We love you, Yo-Yo.
Love you so much, Yo-Yo.
I love you
Thank
too.
you for everything.
Thank
Don't be
you.
a stranger. You're always welcome on the Rise and Grind Morning Show.
I love you. And
I love you more.
congratulations. I've watched you from the beginning, from your humble beginnings, and I love seeing that. I love who you are becoming, Tell them it's levels to this.
Levels, baby. Love you. Give it up for Yolanda Yo-Yo Whitaker.
Yay!
Yo-Yo Fearless, y'all.
Wake up with Mikey, Mother, and Roxy. Monday through Saturday. Only on Power 99.